Watching last night's Saturday night's main event was fun. It'll be interesting to see the Royal Rumble. And it's nice to see how they're setting all this up. I kind of like that the Cody Jacob Fatu match never officially got started. Did it show the chaos? I wonder what road they're going to take this down. If this is going to end up being like a Mania match, which would be interesting. I don't think you have either one of them win the Royal Rumble. I don't know who. Let me think about this for a second. Who do I think would be cool to win the Royal Rumble? That's a grand question. Let's think who's champion now. You have Drew McIntyre and you have CM Punk as the two champions right now heading into the Royal Rumble. I don't think Cody needs to win it in storyline to face Drew again. I don't think Gunther needs to win it to face Punk. That's a grand question. Who do you give that push to? You don't need to give it to Randy. Sami Zayn's going to have a shot at Drew next week. That's a grand question. Does Obafemi enter a Royal Rumble and you give it to someone like him? And build him up, or him and Trick Williams? Or Dragunov? Ooh. That's a good one. That is. And who do you have win the Women's Royal Rumble? Because you have Jade Cargill on one side and you have Stephanie Vaquera on the other. Does Bianca come back and win the Royal Rumble to face off against Jade? That'd be a good storyline. I think this will be interesting to see. I'm looking for it, and I'll give you, because I'm someone who I like knowing how the stuff was made and thought out about and stuff. So I like watching the Unreal series for WWE. I thought that was cool. I've always loved hearing the backstories of almost anything I've ever watched. But yeah, with the Royal Rumble coming up, that's a grand question. Here's what I don't think. I don't think Gunther's going to be AJ next week. I think they're going to hold that off. I don't think, even though there's somewhat of an apropos thing to AJ Styles' career ending at the Royal Rumble, I think he's earned a WrestleMania end or a full year run of it like John Cena did. Because I think there's some rivalries, like even seeing the Shinsuke match on Saturday night's main event, that was a hell of a match. That was a fun match to watch. Think that being what it is. Also, I don't know if it's right to end AJ's career technically in WWE, or if he could go face someone in TNA since they have that contract where they can kind of go down to TNA and end his career that way. This brings up some really good questions of how is he wanting to end his career? Because I know he said he wants to end it, and I think there's that joke about wrestlers ending their career, but I think this generation of wrestlers coming up that are about to end their career, one, made a lot more money. Two, have developed a lot more opportunities to do stuff that wasn't just wrestling based in their careers.